Welcome to Math Enrichment with Mr. Conover. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you weren't here with me on day one for Colt, and this is my attempt to kind of get you caught up to speed with what we're doing for the next few cycles in math class. What we're going to be doing is doing the Dubai project. Dubai is a city that is very technology oriented, and their architecture is very famous for having some really unique design curves and outside the box thinking. So what I want to do in this project, in this class, is try to pick some buildings, some architecture from Dubai, and try to recreate it in the 3D modeling program called SketchUp. You should have done a little bit with SketchUp with Mrs. Krimmel in the fall, so you have the basic idea of how some of the tools work and how to use some of the tools. So what I want to do is apply some of this to create these buildings. The first thing you need to do is go to this website here to pick a building. It brings you here, and it tells you all about Dubai and some of the buildings that they have there. Here, if you scroll over some of the different building names, you can see pictures of them pop up. You can see a full list of the buildings by clicking on this link here. And then you can see there's a ton of options as far as buildings that you can choose to do your project on. 6 different pages worth. Try to stick to the blue colors because those are the buildings that are complete and not under construction or proposed. After you pick your building, try to do a little bit of research, identify some dimensions that you're working with, and then the next piece of it is going to be actually constructing it in SketchUp. So you'll go to SketchUp following the same rules as how we got to SketchUp back in the fall. It might be a good idea to create a SketchUp folder in Google. That way, when you go to save things each day, you'll be able to save it right in the SketchUp folder. If I go over to SketchUp, click on the little hamburger symbol there, you see I have it saves right to Google Drive, which is nice, and there's my SketchUp folder for me to access any files that I might have had and I've been working on. Next, you'll go and start creating it. Do your best to get some of the architectural details as best you can. See me if you have any questions about any of the designs that you're not sure of how to make, and I can help you through some of those things. Each day I'll try to start with a little bit of a 10-minute review of some skill or some design with the tool to help jog your memory. But some of the projects that can be created are really, really neat. This is a project from the last rotation. This is very similar to what the building looks like. This is the Real National Bank of Dubai. And the student did it in about 8 Colt periods. And then at the very end of it, this is another student's project. We'll put it together with the actual building picture of it at the very end, side by side, so you can kind of see and show it off and exactly what it looks like and what it's supposed to look like and how well you did with it. Because the last day we'll do a gallery walk with another class that's doing this project, and their class will vote on our class for the best 2 projects, and those 2 projects will get 3D printed from Mr. Nicholas's 3D printers in Tech Ed. So that's in a nutshell exactly what the project's all about. On the back of this document, you can see buildings that have been done in the past and a little bit of a difficulty level for you to kind of gauge what kind of project you want to do. But this will at least get you started until I can kind of get around and talk to you one-on-one and help you out with everything else. So good luck.